Yes. So this is another one that is called variable cost. And normally the variable cost is, for example, that is direct material is always variable. Direct materials, direct labor are always variable cost. Okay, ये हमारे पास क्या होगी? Always. So these will be the variable cost. Clear this? Yes, I allowed you. Okay. So this is the concept of this variable cost. And the third concept is that is called semi-variable cost with respect to level of activity. Semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost means the few part of cost is fixed and few part of cost is variable, is called semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. For example, telephone bill. Look here, in this bill two parts are there. One is line rent. Line rent is a fixed cost. And cost of calls. Cost of calls is what? Variable cost. अगर आप 100 कॉल्स करोगे 100 कॉल्स का डिफरेंट बिल्स आएगा 10 कॉल्स करोगे 10 का डिफरेंट आएगा and if you are going to make up 1000 calls per month the bill will be different for there. Okay, so this is the concept of this one. Semi, the whole amount of this telephone bill, for example fixed line rent is for example 500 and your calls cost is 1500. So total semi variable cost is how much there? 2000 will be there. Okay, rupees. Similarly, there is another example. For example, you hired a person, a salesperson, or normally a number of companies are hiring a salesperson. So there will be a fixed salary. Fixed salary, for example, is 20,000. Plus, they are offered a commission. For example, 10% of sales. 10% of sales. So, for example, for the month, for a 1 month, for example, for January to 31st January, there is a person, for example, Ali. So, Ali made a sales of, for example, 200,000. So, how much will be his salary? So, his salary will be coming. So, Ali's salary will be this Ali's salary for January. See here, for January will be fixed salary. He will get how much fixed salary? 20,000 plus variable salary or commission, we call it commission. So that will be 200,000. So take a 10% of this. So that will be coming 20,000. So this total salary is how much coming? 40,000. This 40,000 is called what? Semi-variable cost. This is what? Semi-variable cost. For example, for February, For February, he made a sales of 300,000. So then how much salary will be there? So salary will be there 20 plus take the 10% of this 300,000. So then his total salary will be coming how much there? 50,000. Okay, so this 50,000 is what? Semi-variable cost. 50,000 is what? Semi-variable cost. Clear this concept? So this is the concept of this what? Semi-variable cost. A few part of cost will be fixed and the few part of cost will be variable. Okay, few part of cost will be fixed and few part of cost will be variable. There is another one concept, cost with respect to department. Cost with respect to department. Cost with respect to department. So the one is called departmental cost. Departmental cost means cost which can be directly identified to each department separately. For example, salary of employees working in management sciences, engineering, computer sciences, एक्सेट्रा. इसमें ये होता है कि जो जिधर काम कर रहे हैं हर डिपार्टमेंट के साथ the faculty can be separately identified to each department. Okay, so who are teaching in the engineering, so their salary will be can be easily identified to the engineering department, and who are teaching in the management sciences, so their salaries can be identified in the management sciences department, and who are teaching in the computer sciences department, so their salaries can be directly identified to the computer sciences department. So this is called a what? Departmental cost, which can be directly identified to each department there. Okay, and number second is that is common cost. Common cost means which cannot be directly identified to each department, but the cost of which can be allocated among departments using an average method. For example, rent of a building, rent of a building, because there is a single amount of rent is paid for all departments. A single amount of rent is paid for all departments, and it will be averagely distributed on the basis of the rooms occupied. We will distribute on the basis of a rooms occupied. Okay. Similarly, for example, accounts department cost, and here in Abbasi University, for example, exam department, IT department, these departments are working for all departments, okay, for all sciences, for all faculties. So we cannot exactly identify the cost of these departments to each faculty separately. So these costs are called what? Common cost. For example, if I say the rent of building is 100,000, and if we have three departments there, for example, A, B, C, so we can just distribute averagely or on the basis of the rooms occupied by each department A, B, or in the ratio of a square feet area, we can distribute this 100,000 among the departments there. So this is the concept of this what that is called cost with respect to the departments. There is another one cost that is called joint cost. That is called what? What difference between common cost and joint cost? Joint cost. Joint cost, actually these are the cost. These are the costs incurred to produce joint products. Joint products from a single production process. For example, let me give you example. For example, in case of an oil industry, so whenever they are digging a oil, so there will be a one oil well, From this oil well, so they will be incurring a cost to dig a oil well. So these costs are called joint cost. But from this oil well, we will be getting a petrol, and we will also be getting a diesel from the same oil well, okay? We will be getting a petrol, diesel, even sometimes gas, kerosene. So all these are called or what? These are called or what? Joint products. These are called or what? Joint products. So to produce these joint products, whatever cost is incurred, so that cost is called what? Joint cost. That cost is called what? Joint cost. That cost is called what? Joint cost. So to produce the item from joint products from the joint process, so these are called what? Joint products, okay? And next is, after this, another classification is that is cost for planning and controlling. Cost for, is there any question? Actually, joint cost in this example, joint cost is input to produce the joint products, and common cost is for departments. Common cost is for departments. This is a difference between joint cost and common cost, okay? Common cost is in case of a departments. For example, in case of university, see this Abbasi University. So this Abbasi University, for example, so it has for example, a number of departments there. For example, is engineering department, management sciences, computer sciences, education department. So So whatever cost in jointly, whatever combined costs are incurred to manage all these departments, so that is called our common cost. But in case of a joint cost, so these are incurred to produce the joint products from a single production process. There will be this oil well, that will be a single production process. Single production process. So from a single production process, a number of products will be arising there. Let me give you one more example. For example, there is a milk. And from the single milk, whenever we are going to incur a cost on this, there will be a joint cost. Or whenever we will process the milk, so from this milk, so we can get the cream there. There will be a milk cream. Even there will be you can also get the milk separately. They are getting the milk. They are getting the yogurt. So from the single milk, you know, whenever they are going to make a process on the milk, from the same milk, they will be getting a 3 products there. There will be a cream, yogurt, and milk. These are called joint products. These are called what? Joint products. Clear हो गया आपको difference? Common cost जो होती है वो department की सूरत में होती है. Joint products की सूरत में होती है. Products की सूरत में होती है. ठीक है? So that is in case of a products. Is it clear to you? Okay. And there is another one, cost with respect to planning and control. Cost with respect to planning and control. Cost with respect to planning and control. अच्छा, planning और control के point of view से whenever we are going to the one is called budgeted cost. These are the important terminologies. Budgeted cost, actually it is the total estimated cost. It is the total estimated cost based on estimated level of activity for a specific period. For a specific period. So that is called a what? Budgeted cost. And opposite, total estimated cost based on an estimated level of activity. Estimated level of activity. Just it's going to finish this chapter, okay? Just last 2 terminologies this, okay? Just last 2 definition and just going to finish it. So it is the total estimated cost based on estimated level of activity for specific period. And the final is, second one is, so that is standard cost. Standard cost. It is estimated cost per unit of an item. Per unit of an item used for determination of budgeted cost. Determination of budgeted cost. So it is estimated cost per unit of an item used for determination of budgeted cost. Determination of budget. ये जो standard cost होती है per unit होती है. But whenever we are going to talk about budgeted cost, so it is total. It is total cost. ये जो budget होता है ना, ये जो होती है budget होता है total using the हमारे पास कितना level of activity. Let me explain. देखिए whenever we are going to talk about standard cost, For example, we say the cost per unit is, for example, $20. No, if we want to make a budgeted cost, so budgeted cost for January. So when we want to calculate, so then we'll take what budgeted cost will be equal to budgeted units into standard cost per unit. Standard cost per unit. Standard cost per unit. So for example, our budgeted units are 1000 for January, and per unit cost is how much there? So that is 20. So our budgeted cost will be coming how much there? 20,000. So this is the difference between budgeted cost. So this one is your what? Standard cost. And we will first estimate the standard cost per unit. And this standard cost will be consisting of direct material, direct labor, and factory overhead. Sum of these three will be our what? But standard cost per unit. And this standard cost per unit is being used to prepare a budget for a specific period. तो सबसे पहले हमने क्या करना होता है? स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट पर यूनिट हमने क्या करना होती है? हमने एस्टिमेट करना होती है. फिर इसी स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट पर यूनिट को यूज करके हम अपने क्या बना सकते हैं? बजट बना सकते हैं. So budget is always in total and for a specific period and using the standard cost per unit to estimate the values. तो ये हमारे पास इसमें कॉन्सेप्ट था इस चैप्टर का. इसमें एक स्लाइड रह गई थी ये वाली, this one, variable cost, uses of cost data. So this cost data can be used. इसकी मदद से हम क्या कर सकते हैं? Planning profits by means of a budget हम planning कर सकते हैं. एग्जाम्पल में मैंने आपको ये कहा है कि अगर आप लोग जो है देखें, अगर आपकी एस्टिमेटेड कॉस्ट जो है स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट पर यूनिट है 20, और अगर हम जनवरी के लिए हम बजट बनाना चाहते हैं और जनवरी में हमने बजट किया है कि 1000 यूनिट्स बनानी है, तो स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट पर यूनिट हमारे पास कितनी आ रही है? 20. तो बजटेड कॉस्ट फिर हमारे पास कितनी आ जाएगी? ये जो है दिस इज कॉल्ड बजटेड कॉस्ट. तो हमारे पास जो बजटेड कॉस्ट है वो हमारे पास कितनी आ जाती है? 20,000 आ जाती है. तो स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट जो होती है वो हमेशा पर यूनिट होती है, याद रखिए. स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट हमारे पास क्या होती है? पर यूनिट होती है. लेकिन जो बजटेड कॉस्ट होती है उसके लिए फिर हम क्या करेंगे? हम स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट को यूज करके फिर हम अपनी यूनिट्स भी एस्टिमेट करेंगे. यूनिट्स को एस्टिमेट करके बजट करके फिर कॉस्ट के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करके, तो ये हमारे पास फिर क्या आ जाती है? तो दिस इज कॉल्ड और व्हाट? बजटेड कॉस्ट. Budget is always in a total value for a specific period, and standard cost is always per unit. Standard cost is always per unit. ये हमारे पास होती है. ठीक हो गया. एंड द लास्ट हमारे पास टॉपिक इसमें है डेटे को जो है हम कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, कॉस्ट डेटे को. बस इसके बाद मैं लेक्चर को खत्म कर दूं. ठीक है, क्लियर हो गया आपको ये अपना? अच्छा, यूजेस ऑफ कॉस्ट डेटा है. तो कॉस्ट डाटा कैन बी यूज विद द हेल्प ऑफ कॉस्ट डाटा. हम अपने प्रॉफिट्स को प्लान कर सकते हैं बाय मींस ऑफ ए बजट्स. वी कैन कंट्रोल द कॉस्ट बाय कंपेयरिंग द एक्चुअल रिजल्ट्स विद द बजट, एंड वी कैन आल्सो मेजर द प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ऑफ departments. Periodic profitability we can determine by estimating the cost of inventories, and we can set the selling prices. We can make the pricing policies there. And similarly, we can also make a further analysis of department divisions for a decision making. Should we continue this department or not? Should we shut down this department or not? So all these things can be decided with the help of a cost data. This cost data will be telling us whether our organization is going good or bad. So cost data can provide a detailed information about each division, each department, each product, each service. जैसे ये अब असीन यूनिवर्सिटी है ना, अगर ये हर डिपार्टमेंट की अलग से प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी मेंटेन करना, चेक करना चाहते हैं कि मैनेजमेंट साइंसेस की क्या सिचुएशन जा रही है, इंजीनियरिंग की क्या सिचुएशन जा रही है, कंप्यूटर साइंसेस की क्या सिचुएशन जा रही है, so they need a cost and revenue information for each department separately. So for each department they need a cost and revenue. So on the basis of that cost and revenue, so they can decide So which department is giving the maximum profit? Which department is giving the maximum profit there? So that's it. ये हमारा इसमें chapter था, ये chapter number 2, introduction to cost accounting. Is there any question? Then ask me. Clear this? The question है तो share with me the attendance. Okay, Hamid, take attendance of all these. So that's it for today. Okay. Is there any question from your side? Next week, inshallah, we'll start the third chapter. Did you people submitted the assignment and quiz? Quiz आप लोगों ने दिया? Assignment और quiz आप लोगों ने दिया?